Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Help for the Guiltless. My name, of course, is Antoine. Now, when you think of indoctrination, most of the time you think of college courses that are called feminist basket weaving, and vaginal blood knitting, and gender studies, and things like that. I bet when you start thinking about racism, you're not thinking about math. I mean, how in the world are numbers racist? How is algebra racist? When I looked at algebra, I was never good at math. When I looked at algebra, I looked at it and when did they start putting letters in it? I'm sharp as a whip when it comes to addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. When you start adding weird symbols and parentheses and square roots and all of the things that you're never ever going to use in real life, I get a little confused. But I don't think that it's racist. According to a professor, though, I'm wrong. And if you think that it can't possibly be racist, you're wrong too. So from the National Review, Professor, mathematics itself operates as whiteness. That's right. It's all about white privilege. This is from Catherine Timpf. Now, it's not a new article, actually. It came about last year, but this is the first time that I've seen it. So if you've heard about this already and you think it's old news, well, Antoine hasn't touched it yet, so you haven't heard anything. Shouldn't we teach math based solely on the standard of what is important for students to learn in order to succeed? See, that's a great question, believe it or not. Now, I have a problem with school in general. From grades K to 12, you're not actually learning anything. The only thing you're being taught is how to pass a test. When you get into college, you are woefully underprepared for what is supposed to actually happen, which is why these, social justice dictators get their claws into their students. Sorry, it's a tangent, I know. A math education professor at the University of Illinois wrote about some of the more racist aspects of math in a new anthology for teachers, arguing that mathematics itself operates as whiteness. That's right, they didn't just pen a paper. No, they wrote an anthology. Multiple articles, multiple examples about how numbers are racist. I thought I had heard a lot of bullshit in my life. This one's a new one. I need to start keeping a list by my computer. Who gets credit for doing and developing mathematics? Who is capable in mathematics? And who is seen as part of the mathematical community is generally viewed as white. Rochelle Gutierrez wrote, according to an article in Campus Reform. Here, let me answer your questions for you really quickly. Who gets credit for doing and developing mathematics? The people who understand mathematics. Who is capable in mathematics? The people who are able to do mathematics. And who is seen as part of the mathematical community is generally viewed as white. No, the people who are seen as part of the mathematical community are mathematicians. Everyone gets the same chance if they want to go into this school of learning. If you don't like numbers, and you don't like letters being added to them, don't go into it. You won't become a mathematician, and then there won't be any problems. Confused? Very. Think that math is just math? It is just math. Well, you're wrong. No, I'm not. Math might as well be called white math. Because that makes fucking sense. Because as Gutierrez explained, curricula emphasizing terms like, I'm going to butcher the living shit out of this word, Pythagorean theorem, and pi perpetuate a perception that mathematics was largely developed by Greeks and other Europeans. There are too many P's in that sentence, and it makes me uncomfortable. As further evidence of her argument, Gutierrez added that more white than non-white people are math professors, and that math professors often benefit from unearned privilege, getting more grants and more respect than other professors, just because they are math professors and not professors in another academic field. Because math is fucking hard! So when you do something that is usually difficult, and not only do you accomplish things, but you succeed in them, there's a certain modicum of respect that comes about. And just because there are more white professors than non-white professors doesn't mean a goddamn thing. It has nothing to do with skin color. It has to do with ability. And as I said, respect comes with doing something difficult and overcoming it. You see, something that social justice whiners like yourself don't understand because you don't want to do the hard work. You just want to be given the trophy. I'm sorry, the trophy is breakable. When you achieve something like this, it is sturdy as sedimentary rock. Are we really that smart just because we do mathematics? She asked. Yes! Now, whenever I see stories like this, I just have to ask one question. What exactly is Gutierrez proposing that we do? Because other than her statement that things cannot be known objectively, they must be known subjectively, apparently, a suggestion that additional focus, respect, and grants should be given to non-mathematical fields, I'm not really seeing one. Again, you have that one question? What is she proposing that you do? It's very simple. What she's proposing to the academic fields at large is give more money to the studies that she's good at. You know, like interpretive feminist dance or communicating with oneself through bongo drums. Hell, in some colleges, you can major in Game Boy if you can bullshit hard enough. She doesn't like the fact that she has to work for her grants and her respect. She just wants it given to her. That's what she wants. This is particularly true when it comes to her statement that math curricula, emphasizing terms like Pythagorean theorem and pi, why do you have to make me say those words again, makes math seem too Greek and European. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we supposed to do it in clicks of the tongue? To me, it seems like the decision about what to teach in mathematics should be based solely on the standard of what will be most important for students to learn in order to succeed. If they're going for a math degree, if they are going to become mathematicians, they need to learn math in order to succeed. How is this not comprehending? I don't understand. I'm fine. Taking a breather. This article is almost over. Thank the gods. I can make it through without destroying my computer because this article is on it. Fuck you, National Review. Something like this should never be exposed to the public. There's one thing about Gutierrez's work, however, that I can totally get down with. Oh, I'm sure there is. The idea that mathy-type people shouldn't automatically be seen as being smarter than non-mathy type people. The fact that you actually wrote out the term mathy, that really shows them being a lot smarter than you. Mathematically disinclined, mathematically stunted. The English language can be beautiful. The English language can be harsh. The English language can also sound like a bunch of boulders falling out of someone's mouth who doesn't understand that they're actually trying to speak words. The reason mathematicians are looked at as intelligent, are looked at as brilliant, as looked at as generally smart people, it's simply because they are. Before I even read the next sentence, I'm going to take a guess that this writer had one of the more easy degrees. After all, I was an English major. Fucking called it! And let's not overlook something. They're an English major that used the word mathy, typed it out twice. I still add and subtract using my fingers, but that doesn't mean that people should think I'm a genius. When you use your fingers to add and subtract, they look at you as mentally incompetent. Add in the type of words like mathy, and I can guarantee you, they look at you as mentally incompetent. They look at you as if something is wrong. Catherine, if I turn my back on you for too long, am I going to find you licking a window? Because that's how you act. Most people that have higher functioning brains, most people that have intellects higher than chimpanzees, can do math in their heads that have to deal with a simple addition and subtraction. But what do I expect from an English major? This world needs to be ended. The pain needs to stop. You see, this was an English major writing an actual article about mathematical geniuses, mathematicians, and dumping on them because they're smarter than her, and she wants to be held on equal footing. Do not give in to these people, because the sooner we kick them out of our academic institutions is the sooner we can get back to actually succeeding as a species.
And those are my thoughts, folks. I'd love to know yours. Please let me know in the comments. If you like what I do here, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, hit that little bell icon so you know when I upload. If you'd like to support the channel, there are 2 links down below. One leads to Patreon, where there are different reward tiers that you can peruse, and the other is for PayPal, for those who don't want to go through Patreon. All of the links to follow me on all of the social medias, including my Discord, are down below. So with all that being said, this has been Help for the Guildless. My name, once again, is Antoine, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.